Nate the Great and the Fishy Prize. I, Nate the Great, am a detective, so I solve important cases. I do important things. This morning I was doing something very important. I was at the supermarket and buying dog shampoo for my dog Sludge. Today, Sludge was going to be in a contest in the park to choose the smartest path in the neighborhood. I, Nate the Great, knew that the Sludge was the smartest and the dirtiest. I wanted Sludge to be a clean winner. I bought the dog shampoo and the flour, eggs, butter, milk, salt, sugar, and baking powder to make pancake. I like pancake. I bought so many things that the grocery bag boggled open. I put the bag in the basket on the back of my new bicycle and started to ride home. I rode past Rosamond's house. Strange noises were coming from inside her house. I wondered what was happening, but I kept my eyes straight ahead to see where I was going. Besides, strange noises were the right kind of noises to come from Rosamond's house. Because Rosamond is strange. When I got home, Sludge was waiting for me. I bought you some shampoo, I said. Sludge did not think that was good news. Sludge hates baths. I put the grocery bag on the floor. Before I could unpack it, the telephone rang. Rosamond was calling me. She said, I am in charge of making the prize for the smartest pet contest. I know that, I said. I, Nate the Great, had to think what the prize would be. Well, I made the prize, but it disappeared, Rosamond said. What was it? I asked. It was an antique tuna fish candle with the world's smartest handed printed on it in big old letter, Rosamond said. Any pet would love to have it, but now it's gone. You will have to make another prize, I said. It's too late, Rosamond said. The contest started in an hour. Will you look for the tuna fish can? I have to get Sludge ready for the contest, I said. But there won't be a contest unless you find the prize, Rosamond said. I looked at Sludge. He looked smart. There had to be a contest. I, Nate the Great, will take your case, I said. Sludge and I will be right over. I hung up. I said to Sludge, we must look for a tuna fish can. There is no time to give you a bath. Sludge, but that was good news. I wrote a quick note to my mother. Dear Mother, I am a fast fishy case. I will be back. Love, Nate the Great. Sludge and I rushed to Rosamond's house. There was no time to say hello. Show me where the prize was, I said. Rosamond took me to her room. It smelled fishy. And there was a thing knocked over, and the thing upside down, and thing all over the floor. It was a mess. What happened? I asked. Everyone came with their pets to sign up for the contest, Rosamond said. Annie came with Fang. Pip came with the parrot. Finley came with his rat. Oliver came with his favorite eel. Claude came with pig, and Esmeralda came by herself. She doesn't have any pets, so she is going to be a judge. Well, the Fang ran after Claude's pig. The pig ran after my fair cat. My cat ran after the rat. Pig's parrot got all excited and flew around and around. Even Oliver's ear got excited. They barked and squawked and oinked and all sorts of things, and they messed all my whole room. Yes, I, Nate the Great, heard all the strange strange noise when I rode by on my bicycle. But where was the tuna fish can when all of this was going on? I had opened the window and put the can on the sill so the gold paint could dry in the air, Rosamond said. Well, did you notice that the can was gone? I asked. Right after the stampede, Rosamond said. Everyone laughed and I started to clean up the room. That when I saw what the prize was gone, I looked all over the room for it. I will look again, I said. It could be the some area in this mess. It must have been knocked off the windowsill. Then perhaps one of those pets who's supposed to be so smart push or pull or drag or kick. My cat is smart, I said. Rosamond said. They are all going to win the first prize. Rosamond the cat would win the first prize for being strange. I need the great look around the room. Did you paint the candy in the room? I asked. No, Rosamond said. Good. I am looking for smudges of gold paint. They might be a clue to where the can went. But if you had painted in this room, you could have smudged. I don't smudge, Rosamond said. I need the great. Went to the windowsill if I could find the smudges of gold paint inside the sill or outside the sill. I would know whether the candle went inside or outside. But the candle had not left my clue. Any clue behind the sludge was sniffing and sniffing. I asked Rosamond, did you wash the tuna fish can before you made it into a prize? Sort of, Rosamond said. Sort of? I said. How do you sort of wash a tuna fish can? My cat licked it, Rosamond said. They do a good job. They love tuna fish, but they don't use soap, I said. That means that the prize made still smell fishy. Then it clue. That is a clue. I turned to sludge. Fishy smell, I said. Sludge, and I could not find the candy in the Rosamond's room. The can is not here, I said. Perhaps it went out the window. Sludge and I rushed outside. We looked around. There was no tuna fish can. There were no the smudge or the gold paint. There was nothing but our sidewalks. We walked back and forth. Perhaps the candle had been pushing or pulled, or the dragged or kicked, or up the street, or down the street. But we could not find anything. We went back inside. This is a very fishy case, I said to Rosamond. The candle was on the windowsill, so it had been knocked inside the house or outside the house. But it isn't inside and it isn't outside. Maybe someone took the candle on purpose, Rosamond said. I did not want to tell Rosamond that no one would take her tuna fish can on purpose. That it was the dumbest prize for the smartest contest. I will have to speak to everyone who was in the room, I said. Perhaps someone saw what happened to the tuna fish can. Sludge and I rushed Claude's house. Claude was there with a pig. Claude is always losing things. I was glad he had not lost the pig. Claude was brushing the pig's bristle while she ate the pig's pile of food. I am getting a station ready for the smart pet contest, Claude said as Verona oinked. I watched her eat. The food was disappearing fast. I was thinking. The tuna fish can had completely disappeared. Maybe it had disappeared inside something. One way make something that disappeared is to eat it. I need to agree, spoke up. Pigs are supposed to eat it like pigs would Esmeralda. Is it tin can? I don't know, Claus said. She's not my pig. She lives on a farm, and I borrowed her for the contest, but I kept losing her. She finds her way back to me. She's smart. That's why she is going to win the contest. Anastasia oinked again. May I open Anastasia's mouth? I asked. If you really want to, Claus said. I need to agree. Did not really want to open Anastasia's mouth, but I had a case to solve. I had a job to do. Slowly, I opened her mouth. Quickly, I closed her mouth. Anastasia did not eat the tuna fish can, I said. How do you know? Claude asked. Because the gold paint on the can was wet. Anastasia would have a gold mouth if she ate the can. Tell me, did you see the candle on the Rosamond's windowsill? I saw it, and I didn't see it. Claus said, that is an interesting answer. I said, I need the great to say that is an interesting answer. Well, I saw the candle on the windowsill just before everyone started to run around. Claus said, when it was over, I didn't see the candle anymore. That is an old clue, I said. I read already to know that the candle disappeared during the animal's stupid. I need a new clue, and I'll need it fast. Sludge and I laughed. I was so sorry I had seen the Anastasia. She made me feel very hungry. I wish I had time to go home and make pancakes with the things that I had bought at the supermarket, but I haven't even had time to unpack them, and I knew there was not enough to talk to everyone else who had been in the Rosamond room. Annie, Oliver, Pip, Finley, and Esmeralda were left. I decided to go to Esmeralda's house. I had two reasons. Esmeralda is smart. Esmeralda does not have a pet. Perhaps she had a chance to see something when everyone was busy with their pets. And Esmeralda was sitting quietly outside on the step. She did not have anybody to wash or brush or feed or brag about. I said, I am looking for the tuna fish can that was on the Rosamond windowsill. Did you see it? Yes, Esmeralda said. I saw it before everything went wild. Fan was standing under it. Fan? I said, tell me, which way was he facing? He was standing with his right side next to the window, Esmeralda said. His fangs were showing, and his tail. I was swishing back and forth. I need the great was thinking this was a new clue, but did it mean anything? Suddenly, I knew that it was important. Sarge and I rushed to Annie's house. She was giving Fangs a bath. He was sitting in a bathtub, all soapy and slimy. And Fangy. I am getting the Fangs ready for the contest. Annie said, everyone knows he is pretty. Now they will find out he's smart. I already knew more about the fact that I wanted to know. Annie started to scrub Fang's tail. Stop! I yelled. Fang may be wearing a clue. Fang isn't wearing anything. And he said, I, Nate the Great, got closer to Fang. I did not want to do that, but I had to see his tail. I was glad the clue was at the end of him. I leaned over. I saw that what I had hoped I would see. Gold paint on the Fang's tail. It was on the right side. Happy bat, I said to Fang. Sludge and I rushed back to Rosamond's house. I, Nate the Great, say the tuna fish cat was knocked outside. How do you know that? Rosamond asked. Because Fang was standing with his right side next to the window. I said, his tail was going back and forth. He got gold painted on the right side of his tail. That means his tail hit the candle going down outward right out the window. Sludge and I were going to look very hard outside your house again. The contest is supposed to start. It 15 minutes, Rosamond said. Then we will look very hard and very fast, I said. Sludge and I rushed outside. We looked around again. We walked up and down the sidewalks again. It was the boring sidewalks, cracks, but no clue. Nate the Great was stumped. This was definitely a dog Fishy case. I was not going to solve it on time. I was not going to solve it at all. Sludge and I walked home. We went into the kitchen. Sludge sniffed the grocery bag. Why was he sniffing the grocery bag? It had dog shampoo and thing for making pancakes, and Sludge does not like dog shampoo or pancake. But I could not think about the bag. I had to think about the case. I thought about the cat being knocked to the outside. I thought about it happening. While everyone was noisy and wild, I thought about the fishy smell and things disappearing the inside and Anastasia's small stomach and gold paint. I thought about Fang's tail. Fang had taken home some gold paint on his tail. He did not know that he had taken it home, and he did not know that he had taken it home. Perhaps someone had taken the tuna fish can home, but did not know it. But how? Tuna fish cans do not stick to a tail. You can't see a tuna fish can unless you can see it, unless it is hidden from sight, unless it disappeared into something as big as Bogey, as Anastasia's stomach. Suddenly I knew I had solved the case, but I knew Sludge had solved it sooner. He was still sniffing by the grocery bag. I looked inside the bag. Then I put my head inside the bag and pulled out the empty tuna fish can with smarties painted on it in smudged gold leather. I, Nate the Great, had taken the case. And I knew how it happened. Fang knocked the can out the window just as I was riding past Rosamond's house. The can fell into the opened grocery bag that was in a basket on the back of my bicycle. I had taken the can home without knowing it, and now I must take the can to the contest. Sludge and I rushed to the park, where everyone was waiting for the contest to start. Rosamond was there with her 4 cats. Annie was there with Fang. People was where with his parrot. Finley was there with his rat. Oliver was there with his favorite eel. Esmeralda was there with herself. Claude and Anastasia were not here. I was not surprised. Either the Claude had lost Anastasia or the Anastasia had lost Claude. I held up the prize. I said, "This wasn't in my grocery bag. It is a long story, and time is short." I had the prize to Esmeralda. The jug. Rosamond clapped her hand. "Oh, goody Green, the grasshopper," she said. "Now that we can have the contest." "Yes, I need to solve the case," I said. "But Sarge solved it first," Esmeralda said. "That was a very smart thing for Flodge to do, but every pet will have a chance to do something smart. Let's begin." I need to agree. We'll had to watch and listen while Oliver Eel swam backward. Fang did something stupid with his fangs. Rosamond's cats were heard on the comment. Phyllis Rat was saying the hidden cheese, and Pip's parrot forgot the easiest speech. Then Esmeralda said, "The winner is Sludge, the only pet who can't solve a mystery." Sludge looked proud. I need the way look proud. Everyone congratulated Sludge. Esmeralda handed the prize to him. Sludge sniffed it, but he did not know what to do with it. He was now the owner of a very strange tuna fish can with a smudged gold leather. Sludge and I went home with the prize. I gave him a huge bond. Sludge thought it was the best prize of all. The case was over, but I had something left to do. I unpacked the grocery bag, threw away the dog shampoo, and made some pancakes because I need the great deserve a prize to do. The end.